Yeah.
Yeah, question for Scott. How much do you think your performance evolved over the 6 months? Like, how different do you think this was to your first rehearsal with your song?
That's a really good question. You mean my playing in general or my playing with dancers?
Either or, both, whatever you feel.
Well, this is a really good question. I addressed this last night. The first thing that I said to the dancers before I met them formally was, there's three things that I'm dealing with here. There's rhythm, which is the rhythm of the notes, whether they're single notes, whether they're chords. There's pitch organization, which is the order I play the notes in, whether I play them by themselves or together. And then there's sound, which is the sonic part. Is it a distorted sound? Is it a weird delay sound? Or is it just a straight sound? So those are the three things that I had to work with. As far as it changed, I went in with the complete wrong idea about dancers' movements and rhythm. I came in, because I've only played with musicians my whole life, if I'm on stage, I'm responding to sound. If a sax player plays something, if the drummer plays something, I'm responding to sound. But the first time in my life, I walked into a situation where I'm trying to respond to visual. And we had talked about this. I came in right when Katherine, I think everybody here did a Philip Glass piece, right? Is it the same group? And they were warming up with it, and it's an extremely complex piece. And I'm thinking, wow, there's sections, like I'm thinking as a musician, of like, this has got to be in 13 and in 7 and blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, did you look at the score, Katherine? Did you read the score and count it out? And she said, no. And it wasn't considered, but what she had done was so perfect. That kind of taught me early on to let go of like, okay, well there's 4 or 8 measures that kind of cycle around, and that's where you all meet. That wasn't true. So it was a really tough learning curve for me to know that when they hit the ground, that's not necessarily a downbeat, right? So it was kind of, but as a musician, I said, okay, over the bar line. So over time, I kind of learned how I can use rhythm with how they're moving, and not necessarily because they're doing this. It's not like 1, 2. It's not an aerobics workout. I think I came with that notion. As far as just a quick thing about my playing in general, here with dancers, I don't have to compete with other sonic rhythms. I don't have to compete with harmony. So if I take something into a new key or set a note, it could be completely based off of the feeling of that note, and not, well, that note's not going to work with the key we're in. I didn't have to think about that anymore. So now when I play with the trio or whatever, my time's a little more elastic because of each dancer here. I learned something from all of them. They all have different tendencies, and so I would say it's pretty much changed me, and it was a really good question. Appreciate that.